We've got a full house of rabid Rocket fans packed into the arena here in Houston, Texas. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Houston Rockets. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. The Rockets win the tip, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Cleveland, Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. Ariza with it. Now Smith defending. Harden has a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You know, the thing about James Harden, though, there's really no perfect way to defend him. I mean, he can torch you from deep, drives the lane as well as anybody, and especially when he's looking to create contact. And in many ways, your best defense against him is a good offense. You try to match some of his points by scoring on the other end. Well documented that maybe defense not his strength, but, you know, that's an area where if you want to have success, you're going to have to do a good job on that end.
And Harden with the stuff.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Out to Smith. Cleveland moving the ball around. The rebound by Anderson.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
Capella with it, picked up by Thompson. They get it again. Capella kicks to Ariza. Here's Anderson, and the rejection by Love. To the inside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And credit Kyrie, tremendous vision. Finds the open man.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harden dishes to Beverly. On the wing, Harden jacks up a 3, sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
He's already given them all sorts of problems. He hasn't needed any time to settle into this one.
Smith. James outside. Thompson in the corner. To the paint. Here's Irving. And Kyrie Irving, one of the most talented scorers, certainly, Smitty, in the NBA, but he feels the pressure, I think, to try to tighten the screws in his game defensively.
You don't get many nights off defensively at the point guard position in today's NBA. That position is very deep. No excuses, though. To be great, you've got to get it done at both ends. He is usually very consistent at the line. You expect him to make everything from there now.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Love.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Yeah, questionable, but it almost got through. It's probably a quick bucket if it did.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. J.R. Smith picks one up. And at times with these Cavaliers, Smitty, there have been some chemistry concerns, but while it hasn't boiled over, you do see some friction from time to time.
Yeah, I think last season, you looked at the beginning of the season, they had some chemistry problems, but they got it together. Winning usually cures everything.
And he makes both free throws. And Smitty, when you were a young player in the league and taking on the great legends of the 90s, were there any games where you were just in awe of who you were on the court facing?
A lot, Kevin, but some names that come to mind was first Michael Jordan. Going up against the great Michael Jordan. A lot of people say they played against Michael, but he played the 2-guard position.
Right at
and
you.
I had to guard him, and he was guarding me. And then growing up in Detroit, got a chance to work out with Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, and then compete against these guys. Those are the 3 names that come to mind. I think those are the 3 that really had an influence on my game.
And the single most difficult guy for you to cover?
By far. I couldn't cover him. That was Michael Jordan.
And who was a guy that was the best defensive player on you, guarding you?
And he was a teammate of mine, so a lot in practice. But then when we got traded and separated, Stacey Altman, the plastic man, was the guy I had problems with.
For the Rockets, Nene, he's checked in for Capella. Gordon comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Williams in for James Harden. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Gordon. That one a little long. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Jefferson. Williams passes to Jefferson. Outside Williams. And it's Korver in the corner. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Gordon. It's hauled in by Frye.
Okay, that lay-in, he's tricky, but the defense was just too tight on him.
Here's Korver. Got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. No good with the triple. Rockets leading by 4. And Anderson slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Thompson kicks to Jefferson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And when you're a guy who plays with great finishers like Thompson has, you have to learn how to distribute.
Outside Gordon. From the arc. That doesn't go either for Gordon.
A three-point marksman. He couldn't have asked for a better look. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
Taken away by Williams. And here they go. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's Beverly. No good trying to beat. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
I go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing, guys that I know I may be, matched up against, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by it.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised after it caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Guys of the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Everyone on the court just has an eye for what the offense is going to do next, and that's beautiful to watch.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. It's Love and Frye, the sharpshooting big men. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, a lot of Thunder fans still lamenting the trade of James Harden to the Rockets a couple of years ago when he became a superstar. But Harden doesn't. He said recently, "This is beyond my expectations. If I'd stayed in OKC, I'd still be in a good situation, but I don't think the sneaker deal and these other opportunities would have happened." He added, "Look, this is a grind. Every time you lose, you're blamed. For me, it's about continuing to work and focusing on what I can control." Kevin?
He deserves that top billing, DA. Thanks. Shot clock at 5. And Nene with the stuff.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
The defense looks done right now. No hustle or real desire to get stops.
Love draws the double. And there's the 3-second violation.
Houston ball.
Houston in the lead. And for all the scoring, Greg, that James Harden gives you, he's also one of the top playmakers in the NBA.
You know, and even coming out of college, Kevin, a lot of scouts felt Harden could play the point. I mean, that's one of the reasons why this guy is going to consistently be in the MVP conversation.
And there's the call on Nene. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Irving's shot is good.
The thing about Kyrie, he has great natural balance when setting up for the jumper.
Irving against Harden. He feeds it to Capella and stolen by Fry. Got a piece of it. Gordon against Smith. Nene down low. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Nene against Love. Harden dishes to Gordon. Houston moving it around. Down low. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Houston lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
J.R. Smith on the wing. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And if you're the defense, you probably should sag off him right now because he's not knocking down anything. That pass was a work of art right there.
Here's Irving. After Eric Gordon's bucket, back to Irving. There's the pass to Love. Stolen by Nene. And it's Houston on the break. Throws it up high.
Well, they weren't going to pass on that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Well, they say it's a copycat league. I think every pro sport is like this, but we still see a lot of different approaches to offense. Anything that catches your eye in the way that offenses are run now, or any particular team's style that you think is just terrific?
Well, I think the style right now is when you have 5 guys in motion, when you have space on the floor, and guys are cutting and moving without the basketball. Isolation basketball, I think pretty much is not the way you can win a championship.
It's dead, and it's tough. Number one, it's difficult to be continually successful in those ISOs.
And easy to guard. I mean, one guy, all eyes on him. He's trying to make the play and go through multiple guys. That's hard.
Yeah.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Williams passes to Thompson. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
If Thompson's able to develop a mid-range game, watch out.
And stolen by James. Korver kicks to Williams. Stolen by Beverly. And it's Houston on the break. Beverly with the ball. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Jefferson inside. He's against Gordon. Thompson. And it's blocked. But they get it back. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Anderson outside. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
There's 42 seconds left here in the second. Back to Williams. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Kyle Korver, 2015, winning the Sportsmanship Award, and more importantly, his first All-Star appearance at the age of 33.
Yeah, pretty rare to see that, but credit his dedication. He continues to work on his game, work on his body, and he gets better and better. Not content to be a shooting specialist, he wants to have a complete game. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Williams dishes to Jefferson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
High basketball IQ right there. Saw his teammate had the advantage, so he got him the rock and let him go to work.
Beverly, the pass to Gordon. The three, trains the three-pointer. Gordon's got 11.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Takes a three. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver.
It's Rockets ball.
Williams. And so it's a close game.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, how do you think the team performed defensively in that first half?
Well, they got to a good start, but then I thought we settled in and started playing.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith, all set to take a look back at the first half of basketball. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, they're not matching up well defensively.
All right, that is going to...
Welcome back to the Toyota Center, everyone. That's a look at our broadcast location tonight here in downtown Houston, Texas. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. We've seen Eric Gordon really having a great game.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Just fundamentally sound basketball. That's what you want out of your offense of each and every game.
Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Ryan Anderson out there with Clint Capella. And it's Ariza in at the small forward. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half.
And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense. But last year, there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championship.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, smartphones and other technology are ubiquitous nowadays. Clippers head coach Doc Rivers says teams do pay a price. Social media and texting has absolutely hurt chemistry, he said. He recalled his championship season with the Celtics. One of the best things that happened to them was during the preseason in Italy. The players couldn't get a wireless signal, and they had to actually talk with one another. Kevin?
Yeah, that connection between players can make a difference. Thanks, David. And talking about how the Rockets are structured, they do have some players on the roster, Greg, who can play defense. It's a wonder they've been so bad at that end.
I mean, the problem with defense, though, Kevin, is that it takes all 5 guys to buy in. You have to have a level of trust on the floor, and that happens for the Rockets only once in a while, which is why they give up an insane number of points to their opponents.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. It's deflected. It's stolen by Capella. And it's Houston on the break. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
That would have been a good time to just keep it simple. No need to rush that pass.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. LeBron outside. There's the dish to Smith. LeBron kicks to Irving. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Kyrie Irving, former #1 overall draft pick, rookie of the year, multiple all-star games, gold medalist. He has his own signature shoe, and yet I think he still has room to even get better.
Both free throws good for Irving. And Kyrie Irving says he'd like to take on more of a leadership role that can be tricky sometimes when you're a guy playing with a superstar like LeBron James.
Yes, because he's obviously one of those leaders that he's been in place as a leader, one of the best players. But I think Kyrie Irving is trying to learn from LeBron and take more of a leadership role. You can do that. You can have 2 leaders on a team.
They grab their own miss, and the dunk by Capella.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And G.A., he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
He just never gives up on any play, any shot. He's always battling in the paint. He's one of the best at that position.
Back to Fry. Over Anderson. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Fry's got his first points of the game.
As a defender, you have to stay in Fry's shirt. Otherwise, all too often, this will be the result.
Harden against Smith. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Houston making some changes. Gordon comes in for Anderson, and it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Cleveland, Jefferson's checked in for LeBron. Korver comes in for J.R. Smith. And Deron Williams is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Jefferson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
To the paint and stolen by Ariza. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Steve, we see so many former players taking over as first-time head coaches. I know you enjoy coaching your son's team. Any thought about coaching in college or pro basketball someday?
What I would love to coach at Michigan State University, my alma mater. But also, there's this other school, Kevin, I'm going to bring you on as my assistant coach. Me and you at Pepperdine in Malibu. That'll be fantastic.
How beautiful is that campus?
So those are my two places I want to coach.
We now know your priorities.
Yeah.
We now have your priorities very much in tune.
Fantastic pass to connect with his teammate on the move.
For 3, Williams. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the inside, taken away by Nene. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
I love to see them push it like that because the reason why, he's a deadly finisher in the transition game.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Williams dishes to Thompson. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
Refining his skill set inside, you see the work Thompson's putting into his game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And stolen by Love.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
In this situation, I think it's a must.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
For Cleveland, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Rockets leading by 5. Harden outside. Outside Williams. The tray. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
To the paint. Here's Thompson. Up and in on the layup. Thompson's got 10.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Kicks it out to Harden. Ariza outside. Harden outside. Back to Nene. It's stolen by Jefferson. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Rockets lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. LeBron and Thompson are up front, and it's Jefferson in at the small forward. Here's James, unable to get that one. And the Rockets take it the other way. On the wing, Williams. Here's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Houston. Irving kicks to LeBron. It's stolen by Capella. Gordon goes in. Williams for 3. Kept alive by Houston. Dishes it to Capella. Beverly wide open. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, his team is winning. I think he wants to help seal the deal, but maybe shooting the basketball right now may not be the best way to get it done. He is definitely a very clever player who keeps the defense on their toes.
And LeBron James, almost unquestionably the greatest player in the league over the last decade, a bright spotlight. But, you know, Steve, he's never shied away from that.
No, he hasn't. I mean, he's been in the center of attention for a long time. I think we saw some of that last season as Steph Curry and the Warriors were the focus of so much attention. But LeBron, both on and off the court, making sure that he didn't get swept aside.
And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch 4, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. The drive by Smith unloads from 9. Count it.
If you play JR for the jump shot, he's also capable of putting it on the floor and driving it right past you.
Rockets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. And the shot falls short this time. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. From down low. No good on the shot. Good D by Williams. Houston leading by 5. Feeds it to Capella. Back to Williams. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's James. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 3rd assist on the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Kicks to Anderson. Beverly against James. Beverly with the ball. Up top, Capella. It's good from the top of the key. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Takes the 13-footer. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And that's 12 points for Tristan Thompson. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Gordon, the pass to Beverly. To the inside. And it's Capella missing.
All alone inside. He's just going to have to shake that one off.
From 15 feet away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. A switch here also for Cleveland. Love's checked in. Rockets leading by 3. Beverly dishes to Capella. To the paint. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Smith. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. That one drops for him. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, the Wiley one. That's a big bucket. JR taking things into his own hands.
Anderson can't get it to go.
Worked it inside. Normally an easy basket for him, but just a little out of rhythm on the release.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
That will be in his head. The next time he comes down the lane, he'll have thoughts about that one.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Irving from long range. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Every time we turn around, he's getting another dish on a highlight reel.
Thompson inside the line. Smith kicks to Love. Irving with a clean look. That ball finishes by Love. And that's now 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
Calm in the heat of the storm. Kyrie with a big bucket.
Reza passes to Beverly. And Houston again with the bucket. Now here's James. 1:02 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Smith. Left side, Love. Back to Irving. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
The difference is he wanted it. There was no way he was letting anybody else take that shot.
Williams with a clean look. Trifecta!
Add another triple to their second half total.
3 ball, 3 ball, 3 ball. That's what we're hearing in the second half.
Pulls it from 20. Thompson misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down.
Oh!
You know he did. You might look at him and think he's too small, but he still gets up there with any big man in this league.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And here is Capella. Clock at 6. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Cavaliers ball.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.